Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Guilty by Association, the Joseph Cumia Show. How's everybody doing? Fine, I hope. I had an interesting weekend. Last week, I went to hang out with my friend at Mother Shuck from Twitter, Dennis, my pal. He got me a room in Atlantic City. We played some of that Borgata Spring Poker Open. And I played for a while. I had a good time. Actually walked in, got online to sign up for the event, which was a seniors event. I'm getting old. Watch. I know you're getting old when you need to do this to feel comfortable. Actually, these aren't even good. These are the ones I needed to feel comfortable and be able to see everything. Ooh, it's a whole new world. I can see everything. So walked in, got online to sign up for this event, and who was standing in front of me but another Twitter pal of mine, Mr. James Woods. Jimmy Woods. Yep, the actor. The one who played Lester Diamond in Casino.
From my recollection, aren't you the card shark? If I'm wrong, please correct me, because I never knew you to be a heist man. You fuck my wife.
Yeah.
You fuck my wife.
Yeah.
You fuck my wife.
Yeah.
He also played that kook. Can't forget his name. I can't remember his name, but from the movie The Onion Field. That was one of the first movies I ever saw James Woods in, and he was amazing. He's just a great actor, and you know what? More than his chops acting and his experience, everything he's done, is that he is a regular guy. Man, is he ever a regular guy? And you know, let's not forget. Note to self. Note to self. Let's not forget how much of a regular guy he is. He's up on Twitter. He's Real James Woods. I would suggest a follow because his politics and his stand on social issues are very much in line with the way my brother and I view society these days and politics. So I just wanted to throw that in there. His Twitter is Real James Woods Twitter. And you will definitely enjoy some of the things that he's said. So go read some of his back comments. It's pretty entertaining stuff. That's it. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. He, I saw him online. I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Woods. My name's Joe Cumia. I'd like to." Oh, how are you? I remember you from Twitter. He shook my hand right away, and no fist bump shit. He's not one of those germaphobe guys. Just shook my hand, and we went on to have a conversation. I had mentioned my brother's show. I mentioned my show. And he seemed receptive to the idea of going on both of them. So possibly, quite possibly sometime in the near future, I went out and got myself a damn good get. We'll see what happens down the road. Anyway, we sat down and we started playing poker. It was a no-limit hold'em event. For seniors 55 and up, and it was a little uncomfortable because after having a very nice conversation with the gentleman, I proceeded to take him for about 4 or 5 big pots early on. Big pots, folks. I didn't play them badly. It wasn't like I was being a donkey making stupid calls and sucking out and winning. If you know anything about poker, that's playing badly and winning via complete and total luck. That wasn't the case. Oh, shut the fuck up. I actually played well. Who is this? St. Charles, Indiana. We'll see. Hello, Joe speaking.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Hi, my name is Randy. I'm calling you from Solar America. How are you doing today?
Allah.
I'm doing well. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling you from Solar America. So may I have the name of your electric? Is it Cohen Edison, N-Star, National Grid, PSNG?
Yeah, my first name is Hayward. It's
I'm asking about the...
Heyward. Hayward.
Sorry. May I have your last name, please?
Yeah, the last name is Jeblomy.
And why? How do you
It's pronounced Jeblomy.
All right, Jeblomy, got it.
Okay.
Jeblomy, may I have then your...
I'm sorry. I think you may have got my name wrong. Can you please read that back?
Yeah, the name is Edward Jeblomy.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day, sir. Bye. Anyway, that's an old gag that I've been using for years. So, as I was saying, I got to sit down and play poker with James Woods, who is an incredible poker player. The guy's really good. And I took him for, I don't know, 4 or 5 very big pots early on. This chipped me up. I was in really good shape. And Dennis was still in it, as was Frank, another friend of ours. And we had a great day. We played poker all day. God, it started about 10 a.m. I think we were still going at like 6 at night, 5, 6 at night, 7 at night. And eventually we all got knocked out. Well, old Jimmy Woods continued on. He went the distance. He chopped it up at the end at about 3 o'clock in the morning. 10 of them went to the final table. And they decided to chop. It's called chopping it up for you non-poker players. They get all of the prize money, all the pot money for the last 10, which usually graduates as you get to the very last person left in the contest. And what they did was chopped it up equitably. So people with bigger chip stacks got more money, and the people with the smaller got less. But he plays for points. Obviously, James Woods doesn't play for money. He plays for points, and he's a very, very serious poker player, and a good one. His acting ability has a tremendous amount to do with that. I actually gave him a pot early on. It's kind of like, sometimes you'll be nicer to certain players that you might have a certain camaraderie with around a poker table because of it's just the way you feel about them. And you feel bad. You don't want to take him for a big pot and, possibly felt to the guy, take all of his chips from him. So you take it easy on him, That's one of my biggest downfalls as far as being a poker player. I could never be a pro because it's like, if I was ever playing with, I don't know, Eric Bloom or from Blue Oyster Cult or, I don't know, any of my heroes in life, I'd be like, yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you my cards. If I win, I'll show you. Or, you take the pot. I probably lost anyway, and you fold your cards. Even though you might be a marginal call, you'll fold to them. But that's pretty much what happened, and that's usually my undoing. But anyway, it was a great time. So when we finished that, we played a little cash game, at the Borgata. The Borgata Poker Room, beautiful. If you guys are poker players, get there. If you haven't been there already, great place to play. And as well, we sat down to play blackjack. A blackjack. That's my brother's game, but I decided that since I was not doing that well with the cash game, I walked away from the table, took my $300-400, and proceeded to sit down and play some blackjack. The way Anthony plays is he's a madman. He's insane. He's crazy. So I started playing a little bit more than I normally would. I was playing instead of my $5 chips and playing $15 a hand, I was doing like $50 a hand. So ended up hitting a couple of big pots and chipping way up, and I went home a happy camper. I went home a couple of $1,000s up, which is rare for anyone going to Atlantic City. Even if you're strictly a poker player, chances are you're not going to make as much as I did in 20 minutes if you spend the whole night grinding away at a poker table. 20 minutes. What did I get? I got deuce, deuce, split them. Got another deuce, split them again. Oh, and by the way, I had $250 on each hand. I had 250, got another deuce, put another 250 out, got another deuce, put another 250 out, another deuce. It was 4 times. It was a 4-time split. Another 250, $1,000 sitting on the table. And the first deuce got hit with a 9, had a double down, right? You got an 11. So I put another 250 on top of that. It was just 1250. I did another, I did another 250 because I got like what did I get on top of my 9? I don't know. I got like a 12, but the deal had a 5 showing. So if you know anything about blackjack, that was a good bet. And I bet down the line that way. So I had about $1,200 out, and it hit. So I came back with $2,400. Took my $2,000, put it in my pocket, took the 400, went back to the poker table, where I proceeded to give it back to I don't know, some hack, some guy over there, and walked away with my $2,000. So I was a happy guy. $500 initial investment. Walk away with $2,000. It's more than doubling up. You're a happy camper.
Introducing Anthony Cumia's Guide to Casino Blackjack. Courteous gambling.
You want to play the odds and the percentages, and it works out better if idiot hits.
In this 63-page booklet, you'll see how Anthony always welcomes a beginner to the table.
I don't want to put my friggin' $6,000 in this idiot's hands.
Always there to help, Anthony will show you that there are never any stupid questions.
Shut up. You're talking out your butt. You don't know what you're talking about.
After all, it's just a relaxing afternoon with no pressure.
Shut up, you moron. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Die.
It's not like we're betting big money.
Broke out about 10 G's, which I promptly lost.
Learn how to be courteous at the card table in Anthony Cumia's Guide to Casino Blackjack.
I'm Anthony Cumia, and I endorse this product.
Well, I'm not, that's not the only area of my life that I'm happy about. Things are going good, folks. As you know, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that Gene Marcello, my former Bono, my former lead singer, the guy who can just go day and night, night and day, sing. He, as you know, he left. It was a mutual decision. I guess he started busting my balls about pay, and I said, well, you're really not worth any more than you're getting. And I gave him a nominal raise, and then he decided to threaten me for more. I'm leaving if you don't pay me. So I said, well, fuck you, leave, bye. Well, I said that I would be looking around for a new Bono and a new Steve Perry, and I've found my Bono. Man, have I ever found my fucking Bono. This guy is legendary in the tribute community. For those of you who don't know, I basically own a U2 tribute band by the name of 2U. And we've played all over the world with it. It's been in existence for about 15 years. And I've had, 6 Bonos, 4 Larrys, about 3 or 4 Adam Claytons, and I've replaced myself twice, but I can't stay away from it, so I got back in and continue to book the band. Well, this guy I had heard about, and I knew that he existed, that he was out there, but he dropped off the radar for a long time. It turns out that he had a couple of kids, and he wanted to get away from that life. He needed a little more of a stable job, job security, make sure the income is there, the benefits that go along with having a regular day job, as well as some medical issues. So he got out of the tribute game. But this guy was legendary in the U2 tribute band community. His name is Matt Easter, and he's from Toronto, Canada. not too far away from me, being here on Long Island, New York. And he is, you know what, I will show you. I will show you exactly what he is. Let's go to the big screen for this one. Hey, Rat. I'm kidding. I don't have a rat. I don't even have a fucking producer. Look. Where's my producer? Look. See the empty seat? I don't know. All right, here we go. This is Matt Easter. Give it a listen, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe you shall be amazed.
See the world in green and blue. See China right in front of you. See the canyons broken by clouds. See the tuna fleet here in the sea. See the black fires at night. See the old fields at first light. See a bird with the leaf in the mud. And the flood, the colors king. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Beautiful day.
I wanted to show you the profile. All right, the band that's playing with him there is a band called Vertigo or V2. One of the bands that he played with, you know, back a while ago. This video is about 8 years old. He's been doing the Bono thing for probably close to 20 years. And when I tell you folks, it doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't get any better than Matt. He's such a feather in the cap for 2U. We're going down to Epcot again this year from June 14th through the 20th for 7 days of shows at the American Garden stage. At the America Pavilion in Epcot. And I am happy and proud to say this gentleman will be joining us. He's also going to be filling in some other shows, bigger shows with us. And I am so looking forward to it. I do have some photos of faux Bono, Matt Easter. I can show it to you right here. Let's see. Preview. See, when you don't have a rat. Hey, Rat, bring up those pictures.
For you, I have a carrot.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Here is... okay. These are promo photos of Matt Easter. None of these photos are Bono. None of them are Bono. Look at that profile. Look at that look at the schnozola and the chin. Even the hair. Looks like Bono's hair's growing back. Yeah, it's growing way back. I'm extremely happy to have this guy on board. And I'll tell you why. We ran with Gene Marcello for a good, I don't know, 7 years or so. Yeah, this one I really like. This is, it's just stupid. It's ridiculous. And not only does he look like him, but he can sing too. So I put on my little cappy, keep my head down. I lose about another, I don't know, 10, 15, and I'll be as wire thin as the edge. And our bass player looks, he's a spitting image of Adam Clayton. Everyone says it. And the drummer, well, he's behind the drums. He kind of looks Italian. We call him Larry Molinelli. Anyway, this guy, what he's going to do for us, as I was saying, we had Gene Marcello singing with us for 7 years. And the only thing, well, there was a couple of things that were missing. The benefits of having a Gene Marcello in the band. He could sing night after night, day after day, without any strain whatsoever on his vocal cords. He was very resilient. He was able to sing, Journey as well as U2, and I had no complaints about his voice. The thing we didn't have with him was he was sloppy. He's just sloppy. He never looked good on stage. He looked like Bono on OxyContin is what he looked like. He had that look about him. Just never really had the swagger, never had the showmanship that a Bono gives you when you go to a U2 show. And after all, with the tribute band, granted, the first priority is to have a guy that can sing the stuff. But secondly, you want someone that's going to be able to emulate the show, to almost make you, suspend disbelief for a moment and make you think that you are actually in the presence of Bono singing U2 songs. And this guy, Matt Easter, I gotta tell you, he is the man to do it. He's got the look, he's got the swagger, he's got the stage presence, he's got it all, and the voice. So he's the complete package. We would like to officially welcome Matt Easter aboard. To you welcomes you, sir. Here's the 7+ years of some killer shows. I know we have a bunch of them coming up this summer. If you want to check out where we're going to be, the website is notu2.com, www.notu2.com. And that's a commercial for my band. We hope to see you guys out at some shows. I'm going to get along now and get on another subject. I'm going to have to cut here because I have to bring up the material because I didn't do my friggin' show prep, which everyone else does, but I don't. So I'm going to have to cut away for a second. It'll be a split second. It'll seem like a second to you, but to me, it'll be at least minutes.
Black Prince, I curse you with my name. You shall be Blackula. Blackula, the Black Avenger, rising from his tomb to fill the night with horror. Blackula, Dracula's soul brother, deadlier even than he. Warm young bodies will feed his hunger. Hot, fresh blood will quench his awful thirst.
What do you think of vampires?
More horrifying than Dracula. Blackula, rated PG.
I love that shit. I've been doing it for years. Thank you, bro. Nice. You know what? I could probably bring up, I think I have a screen. Let me see. I want to bring this screen up just so, and you should be able to see it. I have all of you, here we go. Ah, there it is. There it is. Bumblefuck. I gotta try it. It's like daring me to try a new legal drug. I've got to try it.
Now I got to show you these other two that I put on everything. In fact, half of the time, I'll show you what I do is there's this stuff created by Ed Curry, who holds the world's record for growing the hottest pepper on earth. It's called a Carolina Reaper. And this
sounds like a fucking spider, man.
Oh man, it's
a Carolina Reaper.
It is amazing, these peppers, because they're sweet, really sweet. And then you get about 1/3 up, and as soon as you start getting toward the seeds, as soon as your teeth just touch the skin of this thing, it's like, yeah, and just fire. So yeah. So I got this stuff that he gave me,
And that's a little bottle. That probably lasts you a year and a half.
Oh yeah, it's basically it's just the peppers just mashed up. So it's the Reaper sauce, and it is just so this right here is not the extract, but just the pulp, like smashed up hottest peppers on earth. So what I do with this is I take it and I take a little dab of it in the mouth like this.
Oh my God, man! You are a hot sauce guy. I could never.
And then I take lemon water, and
that's got to be a cleanse. An awesome cleanse. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, these guys with no balls taking a little cayenne pepper with their lemon water. That's just nothing compared to this shit. I could imagine, man.
Let me show you another one.
Let's see.
It's a good friend of mine gave me out in the UK. This one is 12 million Scoville extract, and this one I tend to put on food pretty often too. It's called Satan's shit, and basically it just looks like nasty brown mud.
I'm loving the names, man.
And it is so brutal. You just put a little, I just take a fork and just put a little on one of the teeth of the fork and stick it in a piece of...
What type of pepper is this one? What type of pepper is this one made of?
My eyes are so bad. Let me see. Hang on. Here's what I'm going to do. Because it's got tiny, tiny little print on there that I cannot...
Okay.
So I'm going to use one of these handy-dandy apps, as they call them. And it has a light and it has a magnifier. So awesome. I'm going to use that with my old-ass eyes to see what the hell is in this shit. Literally.
You see what I use, Ron? Check it out. I use these. I'm like, I've slipped into old man reading glasses mode.
It happens, man. It happens. One day you wake up,
you're
45, soon. You wake up and you're like, I can't see anything in front of me. And
as long as everything else keeps working, I'm okay.
Yeah. As long as the one eye works. All right. So we got...
I could probably Google it.
Yeah, that would be a lot quicker than me trying to focus. Naga Ghost Chili, Erta Chili, Raspberry, Red Wine Vinegar, Fruit Juice, Prunes. No wonder I keep shitting.
Prunes are good.
Date, sugar, and 4 million and 12 million chili extract. Because you need that on top of the Naga chilies, right?
Fucking that ghost chili I think I read about, or I actually saw a show. I was watching something. It was either like Bizarre Foods, you know, or Anthony Bourdain, one of those foods around the world shows, and they were talking about that being the hottest pepper on the face of the planet. The something ghost pepper, right?
Yeah, it is no longer the hottest. Now it is the Carolina Reaper. This guy is a mad scientist down in the upper end of South Carolina, right near Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And he just grows the most delicious peppers that have like twice the antioxidants, twice the heat, twice the sweetness. He's a genius with peppers. And he has the most ridiculous name of his company. It's called Pucker Butt. Now,
nice.
I mean, yeah. And that's the weird thing about the whole hot sauce world, is that everything has something to do with fire, ass, and more ass.
Well, you know.
It's like shitting, you know, it's like ass on fire.
It stands to reason. You take in something hot. It was like that scene with Cheech Marin in the old Up in Smoke. Come on, ice cream! Come on, ice cream! You remember that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been what have you been doing aside from making from making peppers? I know there's some things that you don't want to get into, which is fine. But what have you been doing? Are you in the studio at all?
So let me see. What can I tell you about? All right, you know Daryl DMC from Run DMC?
Of course.
So I've been producing a rap metal thing that he's doing with the band Generation Kill. Really cool local metal band.
I've heard of the band, yeah.
Yeah, great dudes. Great dudes. So they put together this rap metal collaboration. And then the singer, Rob Dukes, who is from Exodus, and he's an old friend of mine, and he hit me up. He's like, hey, we're looking for someone to mix and produce, and would you want to add guitar too? So I sort of joined like the 7th member of this thing.
Don't you love that position? I love being in that position. That's outstanding. When you get to collaborate and you become like part of it as producer, that's awesome, man.
And it's nothing but just creative juices. So actually, we're going to hit the studio tomorrow. We're going to go into the city and spend the day hanging and working on some new stuff.
Beautiful.
But yeah, we got one song out called Lot Lizard, a nasty song. We got another one called Fire It Up that's going to come out next, which is like a real big sports anthem-y kind of thing, just a kick-ass song. So we've been doing that, and we keep on putting out music throughout the year, and maybe we'll even do some shows. We'll see what happens. And now on June 2nd, I got a thing coming out called Art of Anarchy. It's a sort of like a supergroup band. I'm on guitar, John Moyer from Disturbed on bass, and on vocals, Scott Weiland.
Wow.
And we're putting out it's cool stuff. It's very classic Metallica-ish, but with like nice grungy things going on and great vocal melodies from Scott. And that's going to be out on June 2nd. That's coming out.
Very cool.
I just put out.
I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make it a point to plug that around June too, around June 2nd. It's being released. It's actually the release is June 2.
Yeah, the label Century Media is gonna put it out.
Century Media June 2. And what's the name? What's the name of the project?
It's called Art of Anarchy.
Art of Anarchy.
So we did this like just nice musical collaboration. This album we did together.
Very cool.
And then. When I'm not doing that, I have my whole thing that I've been doing my whole damn life. So yeah, I got a new Bumblefoot album out called Little Brother Is Watching. And that came out February 24th. And it's doing all right. Now I need to just get my ass out and play.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
Do you have a copy of that album?
I don't.
Well, damn, I got to give it to you.
I don't. I would love to have it. After we go off air, I'll definitely take down. I'll give you my address and stuff. We can get.
Cool.
Cool.
Or how are you with like MP3 downloads? Is that easier for you? Because I could get you something.
Yeah, email. Yeah, you can email a Dropbox it, whatever.
Beautiful. I could send you the link just to have it.
I'm fully teched up, man. I did
So
not fall behind the curve. Yeah, I did not fall behind the curve. Lars was pissed at me back in the day. He really was. I swear, man. Well, you know what? Here's how it is, man. A lot of guys, especially guys up around my age, like I said, I'm going to be 56 July 21st, and a lot of guys up around my age, let that shit slide by. I mean, you can see I have a James Tyler Variax. I use all Line 6 stuff. I don't go out with the old analog stuff anymore. It's just too fucking heavy for me to carry around. And the sounds, as you know, I mean, I don't know. Have you stayed abreast of what's available as far as modeling?
Oh yeah. In fact, when they were doing a lot of the guitars that tune themselves and do a combination of analog digital with dip switches inside to change tones naturally and things like that. Like there was a Dark Fire guitar a few years ago and stuff like that. I would do some of the testing with it. And you know what you got to check out is Amplitude 3, the newest version of Amplitude.
Amplitude?
Yeah, they've been going right to the companies to get the modeling and the presets exact, and their Engel preset sounds better. It sounds more like my amp than when I mic up my amp and do it, the normal way. The technology is getting that good.
I can't recall the name of the amp but it's actually they call it a profiling amp. It's not
Kemper.
What is it?
Kemper.
Kemper, exactly. How about that shit?
Right.
I
tried it.
You plug it. Did you try it out?
Oh yeah, and there's Axe Effects, there's Kemper, but Kemper is like a big, heavy amp, and it acts like it's like a real amp with this plugged-in digital brain to it, and this thing is the best I've heard. Absolutely.
Yeah. The way they take the modeling, the way they copy the sound is by actually getting an electronic imprint of the circuitry of the amplifier that you're copying.
Yeah.
In other words, you plug like one. If you want the sound of a Fender Twin, you'll take that Fender Twin, plug it into the Kemper, plug the Kemper into the Fender Twin, and it does some kind of voodoo magic and actually copies the circuitry of the old Fender Twin to get you the sound. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's hear something, man. I want to hear something. Let's have a guitar. Let's have an online guitar rumble.
Okay, let me grab an acoustic maybe, so this way we can get some sound.
I'll get one too.
'Cause I'm not plugged in. I'm just like noodling. So let me grab something right now. What do I got? Let me see.
I'm gonna grab something that I think you might like. Stand by.
Standing by. Woo. Look at that. Holy crap. What year is that
Let me
thing?
get my ears back in, bro. This is...
What year is that?
This is a 1958 Guild. A 1958 Guild F-hole. This guitar has an incredible story behind it. This is the first guitar I ever picked up. The first guitar I ever picked up. And this was years ago, obviously. It was 1964, 65. And it was a guy that lived in Central Islip, not too far from where I lived at the time. And he was sitting out on his porch. He's about 10 years older than me. Lost contact with this guy for years. He used to show me, guitar chords when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Lost contact with this guy for years, and only made contact with him via Facebook about 4 years ago, again, and he still had it. The headstock was snapped off. Now my uncle is a luthier. His name is Joe Giselli. I don't know if you ever heard of Giselli guitars, but he apprenticed for James D'Acquisto, who was, the student of John D'Angelico, old D'Angelico New Yorker, big jazz boxes. And I took it to my uncle, and he brought the thing back to life. And now it's just, it's an amazing sounding guitar. I love it. You know what I had on yesterday? I had Ian Anderson Skype in from Jethro Tull. It was amazing, man. I was all freaked out because he's one of my all-time idols. I actually got to play a little bit of what the hell did I do for him? It was strange. It was like dee 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 dee. It was hysterical. And he's looking at me, he's like, intently watching. He's like, I asked him if I could start a tribute band to Jethro Tull. He goes, sure. He goes, absolutely. Absolutely, you could.
That thing gonna talk sex.
I know it. Snot was running down his nose.
Shabby clothes.
And then,
yeah.
and then the part comes where I have to put the clothespin on my nose and go, sun streaking cold, an old man wandering lonely.
Dude, I could play that whole album top to bottom, every song.
I know, me too. I love it, man. I love that stuff. So he was on. He was on for me via Skype, video Skype, from England for 30 minutes. I stayed on a half hour. It was awesome. A lot of fun.
Take you to the cinema, leave you in a wimpy bar. You tell me that you've gone too far, come running up to me.
You sound great too, man. Vocally, it's crazy. Be a poor man, a beggar man, a thief, if he had a rich man in his hand, who would steal the candy from a laughing baby's mouth if he could take it from the money man.
Mary, hard to get along with a poor man's rich girl, and to do it for a song.
Let the poor man get along.
Laughing in the playground, get no kick, little boys. Rather make with a leching gray.
Maybe her attention is drawn by Aqualung, watching through the railings as he plays. So when are we getting together to jam, Ron? Just for
Right,
fun.
we're gonna do a big ass pole jam.
I'm telling you. Nice.
Do it all. What else? My God, so many. Hey man, what's the plan? What's the rapture? Actually, it was man, what's the plan? What was that you said?
I have one of those too. I play flute, by the way.
Oh, no way!
I do, yeah. I have a flute. We could do the whole beginning to like Cross-Eyed Man. I played a shitload of stuff when I was growing up, you know. Just a music guy. But what the hell else do you have? In the shuffling madness of locomotive breath, when the all-time losers headlong to his death, well, I can't get enough of Tull, man, and I'm so happy you're a fan too.
Huge, yeah.
That's awesome, man. I was a big fan of Yes as well. I used to love. I sat down with that record when I was like, I think I was about 15, maybe 14 or 15 years old, and I just sat down with Yes songs and went like crazy with looks like we're having a connection problem, Ron. You still have audio? That would be a bummer. There you are. We had a connection problem. From
So
one,
Jay.
I know that so sucks. Let's see. You're there. I got you now.
What about, you know what's my favorite album probably of all time is, and it's such an, like, unmentioned album, and it was just the most beautiful thing, is Going for the One.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Incredible record.
I mean, so much going on in that album. My God. But, yeah, you give me any Yes album, and then we'll just hang out. We'll play it front to back as far as, you know, do you want to start with, as you... We could get into...
I'll play bass. Here we go.
And I mean, or, you know, you could do Sound Chaser. Or we could even do the drama stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, endless.
It is. It really is.
Oh, shit, did we lock up again?
Are you still there, Ron?
I am. We just keep getting... All right, let's see. Back to...
I'm cold. It's cold down here. The live version. Did I ever think I was going to be sitting down in my podcast studio jamming Mood for a Day with Ron Bumblefoot Thal?
Well, why the hell not?
And by the way, the name I read on Wiki came from when you were helping your wife study for her veterinary examination?
Yeah, it's the name of an animal disease.
Bumblefoot is the name of an animal disease.
Yeah, anthrax was taken, so, you know, check the A's, check the B's, Bumblefoot, all right.
That is perfect. Brother, I would love to hang out sometime, man.
Definitely, we got to do this in person.
I get a good feeling. I get a good feeling about you.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Very cool. Hey, listen,
showing and making music and stuff.
So the website for everything Bumblefoot is.
Okay. There is bumblefoot.com, BUMBLEFOOT. There is Facebook.com/Bumblefoot. There's Twitter.com/Bumblefoot. There's ReverbNation.com/Bumblefoot. There's YouTube.com/Bumblefoot. There's Instagram.com/Bumblefoot. Like I say, if you Google,
I will be following you on Twitter as of today. I'll follow you on Twitter. That'd be great.
Oh, thank you, sir.
A reciprocal follow would be awesome, and we got to hook up, man.
Yeah, I think I'm already following you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, great. I'll be looking you up today. And question: when was the last time you played? When I was a kid, and this will be quick. Now I'll make it quick. I know you probably got stuff going on, but when I was a kid, 14, 15 years old, I played a lot of on Long Island, what they labeled as being Southern rock. Everything from everything from Lynyrd Skynyrd to Charlie Daniels, Marshall Tucker, The Outlaws. And the one thing that I found that was always like amazing to do was I would figure leads, and I would figure out the harmony lead and teach it to the guitar player that played in my band with me that was like didn't have quite the ear, but I would sit down and for hours on end we would just figure out and learn harmony leads, which is the coolest thing to do. You know, I mean, an example for the layman would be like, you know, the end of Hotel California.
Yep.
That type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to be able to do that, man. I mean, just to hang out, me and you figure something out and throw it on tape. It would be awesome. It would be a lot of fun.
Man, we'll do it live on the show.
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of good. In fact, yeah. Also, last week I was jamming. You know who Mr. Artemis Pyle is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we were doing some jamming too, and did a whole lot of.
Artemis actually playing. He was playing drums for a local Skinner tribute band. He did a couple of. Yeah, he did a few gigs with them. I was pretty amazed.
Very nice. And yeah, Charlie Daniels. Let's see.
Nice.
Whole thing is if you can get it like this and play it, that's a tough part.
Get under the chin.
Ah.
I give. Excellent playing, man. You sound great, Ron.
You, man. Kick ass.
All right, brother. Listen, I'll cut you loose. We can do this again sometime very soon. I would love to.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll be in touch with you on either Facebook or Twitter. I'll hit you up for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I want to send you some music too.
Definitely, man. Love to hear it. Love to hear the
new
stuff.
Well, thank you, dude. Thank you so much. It was great hanging with you.
Thank you for coming on, man. It was a pleasure, and we'll do it again.
Great.
All right, brother. Be well.
You too. Have a good one. Have a great weekend.
Take care, Ron. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was about the coolest fucking thing I've ever done in my life. Holy shit. I'm still a starstruck little kid. And he's a local guy. He's like, you know, but coming from the same place, it's just so easy to talk to a guy like that and hang out and jam via Skype. What the fuck am I? How did I get here? How did I get here? How did this happen? I don't know, but I thank my lucky stars for it every day. Every day. Again, Ron Bumblefoot Thal of Guns N' Roses fame, as well as Lita Ford. He's got a project going on now with Scott Weiland, and I'd say I made myself a friend. It was a pleasure having him on. On to the next thing. So you say you want a bigger wiener? A larger penis? And you're not gay? I don't mean you want a larger penis. Oh, stop it. I have to sell this thing. So listen up here, folks. Listen up. It's the Hydromax Bathomate. The original water pump penis pump. That's right. No, it's not for playing with yourself. It's for enlarging your junk. For making it bigger. More girth, more length. That's what they say. You know what? I haven't tried it. But my associate producer, my executive producer, Joe Pietaro has. And boy, has his cock gotten big. I'm kidding. I wouldn't know. Here it is. The patented vacuum suction action. You hear that? Well, you know what that does when you put it on your Johnson, right? You pump it up. You leave it on there for a little while in the shower. You can use the neck strap that holds it there for you and everything. And you let the vacuum go when you're done. Psst. Yeah, it comes off nice and easy. This is the Hydromax Bathmate original water pump. You go to hydromaxbathmate.com and you can find out how and where to get one of these babies. This little thing is it's not cheap, but it's not too expensive. Nothing is too expensive when it comes to your own junk. Remember that. hydromaxbathmate.com. Look at that. See? It's so big it won't go in the box. Thank you. Buy one. That just about does it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to Guilty by Association, the Joe Cumia Show. I'd like to thank Ron Bumblefoot Thal. I'd also like to thank Coke Logic for that little cartoon of Anthony in the middle of the broadcast, as well as Joe Pietaro, my associate producer, and whoever the hell else was on this week. Oh, of course, Matt Easter, our new Bono. I can't wait to work with that guy. We're going to have some good shows coming up this summer. Thanks very much. We'll see you next week right here, 8 o'clock Wednesday night for the Joseph Cumia Guilty by Association show. Have a great week, folks.
We now return control of your television set to you until next week at this same time, when the control voice will take you to